As you move into a universal spectrum of relationship, you begin to see things from a bigger picture. You now understand that you are not limited as just a physical body. You begin to really feel an expansion of who you are. This is very important because, one, the fear of death goes away. You're no longer afraid because you will see one of the many potential realms that you will end up in. You understand that your consciousness travels, is not linked to a physical body. Fear begins to dwindle. With death being slain, with the killing of the illusion of death, fear begins to dwindle. You begin to see, wow, there is so much potential for liberation here, that my physical body must at some point step into this as well, because after you take care of your planetary bodies and get them to a place that you want them to be, your physical body must manifest into that open reality of healthy, strong, fearless, and free. And from a planetary perspective, you have all those planetary influences now affecting your physical body and all resonating as strong, healthy, fearless, and free. I think that's one of the major reasons that a lot of us in this particular community have such a hard time dealing, because we're so ready, we're breaking out of the mold, that it's sometimes it feels like a psychotic break, because myself and others are just kind of like manifesting along at warp speed, and other people jump in and they begin to manifest, and so we have all this big manifesting of freedom, fearlessness, healthy, strong bodies, minds, sharp, fierce intellects that come from this, and the rest of the world just kind of seems to lag behind and enjoy their slavery. This is the coalescing of stars. Little by little, humanity wakes up, and like little sparks of flame shoot out, and this swirling mist of light of what once was like this opaque sky of dullness, of this slumbering intellect of like collective humanity. Sparks of inspiration are firing off. And so we have like fiery stardust that just begins to coalesce and swirl. And these are all the intellects that are waking up and coming together and whirling forth and not allowing anything to control them or keep them contrived or strange or twist them anymore. This process will help you speed that up. As you visit each of your planetary bodies, you need to tell them in a psychic transfer, in a telepathic way, as you're looking at them, that they are seen, that they are known, that they are loved. Let them know that, because that means a lot to them. That means a lot to you. They are you. That they are seen, that they are recognized, that they are loved. If you see things that would suggest that they're wounded, mistreated, tell them they can heal. You're not at the point now where I want you to actually go physically or energetically affect them, because you just making the relationship with them is going to get them healthier. You establishing stronger the links between you and them is going to help things. I have seen in my own, and I've heard other people come upon one or two of their planetary bodies that looked like they had been recently raped, recently chained, beaten, whipped, whatever. You have to maintain your composure, because my initial response is I want to fucking berserker rage and go find what did this, but I'm glad at the time I didn't. My mentors were very good. They had me hold back. They allowed me to get the connection first, because the connection, once the connection is strong, then I'm actually able to go affect things in ways that aren't going to mess things up. This is somewhat of a delicate energetic system at first, but once you get all those branches of the tree in your middle pillar, which is the grand trunk, which is the mighty oak of the cosmos, oh man, Woe to they who have harmed you. Woe to they who would deny you your divine humanity. Set those connections up first. Make sure they're strong. Get to know these bodies. They will respond in kind. There will be a great deal of emotional connection once you make visual contact, I guess, and feel and see yourself. Some of them might not be all that bad. Don't create a hell story. Don't create a situation feeling like you need to have some sort of experience. You don't. Just see what's there and accept what's there and make right what is wrong for as much as you can. Or if it's not broke, don't fix. See them, experience them, allow that awareness of both of you. It's like you walked into a mirror and you're seeing your planetary self, that realm. Because it's very much that's what it is. Tell them that they are seen, they are recognized, and they are loved. And then let them go. For the first couple weeks, that's all I want you to do. Establish that you are becoming aware of this connection. Don't make the middle pillar all that much longer. Literally, your connection with them should be as many times as you can vibrate past, like the first or second time. So maybe you're vibrating 3-4 times, and then vibrate maybe 2 or 3 times more as you see them, and then just simply move down into your other planetary realms, and then just end the middle pillar as you experiencing that connection, that full, grounded, but also at the same time fully aware and establishing and increasing psychic awareness as this mighty, mighty transmitter, transceiver that's also grounded. Oh my God, it's so fucking important for you to ground. Yeah, you have to ground, because also these experiences that you're having, they don't become real unless you're grounding them. You gotta fucking ground them or they don't become real. You have to ground. If you have all these amazing experiences and say you really free up your solar body, and then you don't ground, guess what happens? That doesn't manifest. So you've got to manifest this. If you're going to do this, if you're going to work this high-level mystery school, true tradition, you've got to make it real. It can't just be an intellectual fantasy anymore. You've got to ground it. The middle pillar will ground it, but it will also keep you aware and psychically open. This is why it's so important. So important. Ground those experiences. So simply just go through, have a quick check-in, just introduce yourself, and then go back to your life. And believe me, they will also begin to reach out and connect with you. You will feel much more complete. You will feel much more whole. And that's going to be that's so paramount to deal in this world where there's so much there to rip us down. This will help build you back up. I can't overstress this. So it's time now for you to see how infinite, how amazingly huge your energy is, to really understand that you exist on so many different levels. Once you have this experience, you can never go back. You won't ever want to go back. You truly step up into being your own savior. This is why it's so important. You're not waiting around for Jesus to come back. You are being the inner hero. You are being your own Christ energy. And you are liberating yourself on all levels. And therefore, you will liberate yourself on the physical. Do this. Do this. And the stuff that I'm going to get into with you guys are going to fucking blow your minds. And you will go, fuck. This is magic. And we're going to have some seriously kick-ass times coming up, I promise you.